John F. Kennedy quotes. A nation that is afraid to let its people judge the truth and falsehood in an open market is a nation that is afraid of its people. Dante once said that the hottest places in hell are reserved for those who in periods of moral crisis maintain their neutrality. It is increasingly clear that no matter what party is in power, so long as our national security needs keep rising, an economy hampered by restrictive tax rates will never produce enough jobs or enough profits. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. Let us not despair, but act. Let us not seek the Republican answer or the Democratic answer, but the right answer. Let us not seek to fix the blame for the past. Let us accept our own responsibility for the future. Let us not emphasize all on which we differ, but all we have in common. Let us consider not what we fear separately, but what we share together. A man does what he must, in spite of personal consequences, in spite of obstacles and dangers and pressures, and that is the basis for all human morality. The ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all. We cannot negotiate with people who say what's mine is mine and what's yours is negotiable. We cannot expect that all nations will adopt like systems, for conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth. My fellow Americans, let us take that first step. Let us step back from the shadow of war and seek out the way of peace. And if that journey is 1,000 miles or even more, let history record that we, in this land, at this time, took the first step. Do not pray for easy lives. Pray to be stronger men. There are risks and costs to action, but they are far less than the long-range risks of comfortable inaction. The supreme reality of our time is the vulnerability of our planet. The stories of past courage can teach. They can offer hope. They can provide inspiration. But they cannot supply courage itself. For this, each man must look into his own soul. Not every child has an equal talent or an equal ability or equal motivation, but they should have the equal right to develop their talent and their ability and their motivation to make something of themselves. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty. Peace is a daily, a weekly, a monthly process, gradually changing opinions, slowly eroding old barriers, quietly building new structures. I have said that control of arms is a mission that we undertake particularly for our children and our grandchildren, and that they have no lobby in Washington. We can say with some assurance that although children may be the victims of fate, they will not be the victims of our neglect. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and to do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. I have seen in many places housing which has been developed under government influences, but I have never seen any projects in which the governments have played their part, which have fountains and statues and grass and trees, which are as important to the concept of the home as the roof itself. One person can make a difference, and everyone should try. Man is still the most extraordinary computer of all. The cost of freedom is always high, but Americans have always paid it. And one path we shall never choose, and that is the path of surrender or submission. Art is the great Democrat, calling forth creative genius from every sector of society, disregarding race or religion or wealth or color. United, there is little we cannot do in a host of cooperative ventures. Divided, there is little we can do, for we dare not meet a powerful challenge at odds and split asunder. Rising tides lift all boats. No country can possibly move ahead. No free society can possibly be sustained unless it has an educated citizenry. This country cannot afford to be materially rich and spiritually poor. So let us begin anew, remembering on both sides that civility is not a sign of weakness, and sincerity is always subject to proof. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. If not us, who? If not now, when? When power leads men toward arrogance, poetry reminds him of his limitations. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. Do you love the inspiration, mindset shifts, and value you get from motivational quotes? Then you should sign up for our Your Inspirational Quote newsletter. Subscribers get a daily inspirational quote and a fascinating fun fact to start your day off right. Best of all, it's totally free. Just go to theinspirationalmindset.com/quotes to subscribe and start off every day inspired and informed. That's theinspirationalmindset.com/quotes. I'll see you there.